Ooh, child. If you donated to this GoFundMe,
well, if you donated to their GoFundMe, you might want to get your money back. I don't understand what y'all don't understand about this situation. Mainly this situation is basically the R word. Because when black people hear racism, we get emotional and we don't want to deal with facts. So let's deal with facts. So that aha moment that you have, that the family came out and gave you, it's not. It proves she was in the right. So let's deal with facts, and you can verify everything that I say by what they said. Not what Sarah said, but what this person, so-called Michael, said and his family. Okay, first of all, his sister came out and said he rode the bike for 40 minutes. And yes, he has a discounted pass where you have to dock the bike for 40 minutes and wait for 40 minutes so you could get the discount rate again. But here's the thing. When you dock the bike, nowhere does Citibank say, guard the bike so no one else can use it. When you dock the bike and you're waiting for your 40 minutes to reset so you can get a discounted rate, if someone comes and wants to rent the bike, you have no say in it. I'm going to say it again because most of y'all are missing this point. If you dock the bike, which he did at 7:19, he docked the bike. Now, if someone comes up and wants to rent the bike is available because he docked it. He doesn't have the right or any rights to the bike while the bike is docked. It's not his bike. It's Citibank's bike. And Citibank provides those bikes to the public whenever they are available. So since it's not his bike, it's not his personal property, it is rental property, he doesn't have the right to guard the bike for 40 minutes while he's waiting for it to reset so he can get a discount rate. I don't care if he drove that bike from California to New York. That doesn't make it his bike. Once he docked the bike and he's trying to reset it, if no one comes within that 40-minute period and wants to rent the bike, he now can rent the bike and go on his merry way. But his problem was, and y'all's problem is, y'all don't understand that simple point. Once you dock the bike, anyone can come and rent it, and you cannot stop them, even though you wanted to ride the bike again. Now, at 7:24, Sarah came and tried to rent the bike, which she did. Now, all of this about she asked these people, could they ride their bike? We have no proof of that. That's hearsay. That would be admissible in court. That wouldn't be allowed in court because we have no proof of that. We have no proof of what she said, that they came and just pushed the bike back in and no one was there. There's no proof of that. So let's stay on facts and stop going on emotions. But we do have the fact is that 7:24, she came and rented the bike. 7:24 is when the video started. 7:25, they pushed the bike in. She took his phone out of his hand because he was trying to re-rent the bike. When he snatched his phone back, he re-rented the bike, and that's when he was telling the man the bike is on his account. See the deception there? When Sarah tried to rent the bike, when Sarah did rent the bike at 7:24, giving her receipt, and y'all saying, oh, it says 00. Yeah, because they pushed it right back in. So she wasn't being charged for the bike. So when Sarah had the bike on her account, he pushed the bike in and re-rented it and then told that man that the bike was on his account, which he was correct because he took it off Sarah's account by redocking it and renting it himself. But he was lying. The bike wasn't always on his account, and his sister proved it. He docked the bike at 7:19. She rented the bike at 7:24. He rented the bike at 7:25 after he pushed Sarah's bike back into the rack and re-rented it. And then he rented the bike to 7:25 to 7:30. Then he got on the bike around 8 o'clock or 40 minutes later and rode the bike home. This is all in their videos. This is all in their videos. I don't understand why you don't see this. And then y'all say, oh, there was lots of bikes. No, what people are saying when there are lots of bikes, they're lying. There was lots of bikes, but they wasn't e-bikes. We're talking about an e-bike. There was lots of pedal bikes if she wanted to pedal home after a 12-hour shift and being 6 months pregnant. This is a 17-year-old kid. Why couldn't he use a pedal bike? Why couldn't the 17-year-old kid use a pedal bike? I used to pedal all around my city. All around my city, I used to pedal bike at 17. But he felt entitled to the e-bike. His friend who is out of both of them should be the one getting the GoFundMe. Not Sarah, not Mike, not him. But the friend who told him that, hey man, just give it a bike. He docked his bike and let Sarah take his bike. That's what he did. He docked his bike, was already undocked. He docked his bike and gave his bike to Sarah. Now we got this, oh, what if this, you're comparing her to Carl Bryant, disrespecting the legacy of Emmett Till. Because you know who kept this alive? They did. Sarah didn't go home and get on the internet and talk about she had a encounter with 5 black teenagers and they tried to steal her bike. Sarah just rode home and said nothing until she got a call from Human Resources saying she was fired over a viral video that they put on the internet where her sister says, oh, they were scared for their life. They didn't seem like they were scared for their life. They was calling her names. They were saying her baby was going to come out the R word. They didn't seem like they was afraid for their life. But see, this is the problem with y'all. Real racism is going to happen. And because y'all calling the boys they call wolf, no one's going to care. No one's going to care when something really racist happens. Because y'all think everything in the world between a white person and a black person is racism. So no one even cares. You even got Mexicans trying to get in on the oppressive Olympics. When Mexicans and black people do more to white people than white people do to black people in this current age. In North Carolina, a white pregnant lady lost her baby because some black teenagers wanted to carjack her and shot her 7 times. And you know what a black person said when I showed them that video? She lied. She lied? Oh, racism is that bad now that we're allowing people to lose their babies trying to get carjacked? And most likely that baby was biracial. So when this lady comes on here and talks about they was afraid for their lives and they were scared that they could get shot by the police, show me one case where a black man has just been shot by the police unnecessarily. Oh, I can show you some, but y'all didn't do nothing. Y'all protested for all the black men who deserve to get shot by the police. So this big narrative, this big lie that black people are being hunted down by the police, white vigilantes are out here killing black people. Well, we don't talk about black criminals just killing white people for nothing. Because these same black criminals are killing us for nothing too. But, you know, y'all going to call me a bunch of names. But I'm sure if you really just take the racism out of this case and look at it logically, it was the boy's fault. It was the boy's fault. Yeah, you could talk about how she acted. But also, if that pregnant lady who lost her baby in North Carolina would have acted like her, maybe her baby would have still been living. Maybe her baby would have still been living. But her baby's dead because some black teenagers tried to carjack her and shot her 7 times. You can't tell a person how to act whether we like it or not. Maybe Sarah shouldn't have acted like she acted, but that doesn't mean she was wrong. They did try to take the bike from her. That one black child who gave Sarah the bike, he's the hero in the whole story. The family gaffling y'all for $50,000 or more, they don't even like you. They're African. Remember, Africans don't like black people. But they sure are playing on their blackness now, right? They sure are playing on their blackness now, ain't they? Huh? Africans become black when money gets involved, don't it? Stop being foolish. Y'all ain't saying nothing about that Jamaican lady who doesn't want your business no more because she says y'all act like savages. But if a white person would have said that,